What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Last time, the Momentary Express has taken a temporary stop in a little village called Dropstone, as it says here, into the quiet farming village of Dropstone. Upon arriving, it appears that Dropstone is in the midst of celebrating its 50th anniversary. To pass the time, Layton, Luke, and Flora decide to ask around for the information on the Elysian Box. I tell you, man, this sleepy little farming place is like the chillest place on Earth, 97.1. All day rock and roll. The boss, is wandering around the village, and so is that inspector dude. The village is celebrating its 50th anniversary right now, so I bet there's tons of stuff to do. If I weren't stuck working, I'd definitely go check it out myself. So, the village was founded only 50 years ago. That's quite young for a settlement in these parts. And it's so peaceful here. I really can't believe we'll find any clues about the Elysian Box. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure of that, Luke. Remember, one of the first rules of puzzle solving is that the answer is often in the unlikeliest of places. That's the exact opposite of Occam's razor. Of course you're right. I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled for clues, Professor. Well, Mr. Layton, how are you enjoying your time here in Dropstone? It's been delightful. Every once in a while, it's nice to leave the city and enjoy the countryside. The air's so clean and fresh. I'm so jealous of the people who get to live out here. I couldn't put it better myself. There's something about this place that makes you feel like a new man. And with the village celebrating its 50th anniversary today, our timing couldn't be better. Come to think of it, your Momentary Express turned 50 this year, didn't it? Quite the coincidence. Yes, indeed it did. Sheer coincidence, of course. Still, it could have been fun to celebrate your train's anniversary here at the festival. Well, we already have a grand 50th anniversary celebration planned at an exclusive venue in London. Is that so? Well, I'm sure your party will be on par with the excellence of your train. Yes, and on that note, I'm afraid I'll have to excuse myself. Good day, Mr. Layton. Good day to you, Mr. Beluga. My, it's already been a year since she passed. Yes. Time truly does just fly by. It's funny, sometimes, because I'll read faster than the words that are coming out of my mouth, that's why I'll end up mashing words together. Because my mind is one word ahead, but my mouth is one word behind, so let's say I'm trying to say think and he. My mouth wants to say think. My brain's going on he, so it goes thee, or something like that. I'm really rambling. Okay, shut up. Who do you think he was talking about, Professor? I haven't the foggiest, Luke. Oh, hello! That's a very Miss Doubtfire sound. Fancy seeing you, laddies. Me? They booted me off the train until they fix it. If you're after a few puzzles to pass the time, just take a peek inside my shack of wonders. That is what she said. And I will not take a peek. I'll be here until I can get my back on the train, so just come by if you get hankering for a puzzle. Nope. No hankering for me. Oh, and who do we have here? Visitors from out of town? Hello, Eggman? Indeed we are. We're traveling on the Momentary Express, but we've stopped here for repairs. If you're here for repairs, I bet I know where you're headed. Really? What do you mean, sir? Oh, I'm just thinking out loud. Yep, just chatting with myself. Forget about it. Say, did you notice the festival that's running today here in Dropstone? Today marks the 50th year since the founding of our village. Make sure you get in on the fun. Wow, look at all the stuff there is to do. I've never been to a real-life festival before. It's wonderful. Oh, that's right, Flora. I'd forgotten how you grew up in that one little village. Well, now's your chance to make up for lost time. Let's explore. That's a great idea. Where should we go first? Oh, let's go look at that booth over there. I want to see what they got. Wait for me.
You two watch where you're running, or you're liable to crash into something. Children.
Do I look familiar? Ho ho! We all know who it is. We're doing some top secret festival prep back here, so you can't come in yet, okay? Okay. Look at all the fruits and veggies on this cart. It probably belongs to the person running that little stand. Oh, but it looks like one of the wheels is dented. That must make it difficult to move much. Yeah, I bet it's a real pain. But you know, that reminds me of a puzzle about a busted wheel. Number 28. Where did you learn puzzles from? You've been stuck in a tower. Knowing puzzles. In the back of the train yard, there's an old warped wheel lying on the ground as shown below. The star is pointing to its axle. While no longer functional, the wheel is interesting because, when rolled on a flat surface, its axle traces a funny pattern if you look at it from the side. Of the 5 diagrams below, which one depicts the actual path of the axle? That's the wheel! I'm trying to visualize it, but... So, it goes down. Huh. Hold on, wait, what? The actual... Oh, the path... Wait. Oh, I see. I see. So it comes down, and then it makes it for the, cause it's at the top point of the triangle, for 2 turns, it's gonna bounce low and then fly back up again. So only, okay. Ba-ba-bum. I think it's A is the answer. Ba-ba. Oh.
Let's see if this works.
Piece
Piece of cake.
Diagram A correctly traces the path of the axle as the wheel rolls. You probably won't see this wheel on a train anytime soon, but it sure would be fun to watch it bounce around, wouldn't it? Sure. No. Yeah. That's right, Luke. You sure figured out that one fast. If you've got puzzles, I've got answers. I'm impressed you knew a puzzle like that. I'd never heard that one before. Well, I need to know a few to run with you two. Right or left? Right. Hey there, fellow. I'm in a real bind here. Help an old gal out, will you? What seems to be the problem, madam? My sweet little bird fell down a hole in the ground here. I want to help the poor thing, but I just can't reach her. Do you have any ideas? I believe there's something we can try. The trapped bird. Oh no! Laurel's poor little bird has fallen down a long, winding hole in the ground. In front of the bird are 3 paths labeled A, B, and C. Which tunnel should the bird take in order to make it back above ground? What the heck? Okay, here we go. Wee! 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 Pew! Wee! And down you go. Into nowhere. Into death. Let's try B. Now, this goes 2 ways. One being this way, which takes you back. This one goes under, over. Yep, that'll do it. B.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Yeah!
And
Suck
there
it,
we
Laurel.
have it.
And cat, mouse, whatever animal we're saving. The bird. Very nice. The bird can safely escape her underground confines by following Tunnel B. Any other tunnel will lead her deeper underground or into the mouth of a very hungry snake. Boo, 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 boo. There's my little birdie. I was worried she'd be stuck down there forever. I wish I had some way of thanking you properly. Oh, I know. Here, you can have this tea set and these lovely herbs. Take them. I insist. This tea set and weed. It's good weeds. Oasis leaf. To access the tea set, touch the trunk icon, then touch the tea set icon. The tea set limits you. Add multiple doses of an herb to increase that herb's effect in the tea. Okay. Dead end! Gracious, the weather couldn't be finer for celebrating Dropstone's fancy 50th. My memory's not what it used to be, but you're not from here, are you? Waiting on the train, How do I know, you ask? Well, this isn't the first time it's happened. As fancy as that train is, it must be in rotten shape. Take heart, sonny. More often than not, the train gets fixed up in a few hours. What, with the festival and all, there's plenty here to do and see in the meantime. Thanks for the info. Not that I asked for it. If I could trouble you for a moment, though, I'd like to... Oh, well, now I've got something to ask. I'd like to ask you about a relic known as the Elysian Box. Oh, dear me. I mean, oh, dear me. I've never heard of that dreadful thing. Never, you hear? Looks like we're gonna have to waterboard you. Beat the crap out of him, Layton. Well, that's enough chatting with strangers for one day. To be frank, I was in high spirits till you came along. Now I'm crabbier than a crab apple. Oh, I'm really gonna kick the shit out of you now. Cost ya. If you really want to prove you're sorry for ruining my day, solve this here puzzle. I'm gonna kick your ass! I don't know why I'm so mad at this guy. 'Cause he's a liar? Maybe. A pro golfer has the amazing ability to consistently putt distances of 3, 5, 7, and 11 feet. Strangely enough, though, those are only distances he can putt. Loser! Currently, our golfer stands on the green with his ball 20 feet from the hole. What's the fewest number of strokes he can use to get the ball into the hole? Assume that if the ball is hit farther than the distance remaining to the hole, it will roll over to the other side. I got friends on the other side. Okay. Fewest number. 11, 22, 11, 18, 21. It'll roll over to the other side without hitting the cup. I'm thinking this puzzle might require shooting to the other side. In which case it could be something like 11, let's see, it's 14. Hold on, let's try, what if we get to 22, then we have 2 on the other side. Then we do 5 and 3. 11, 22, we're at 2 on the other side. Do a 3, oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, that'll work. So you do 11 feet twice, then you're 2 feet over, like you overshoot it. Then you hit it 7 back. Now you're 5 back the way you were. Okay, 11, 11, 7, 5. I bet that's 4. It's gotta be 4. Don't even tell me it's not 4.
This should do the trick.
No.
Well,
Remember,
I
this is a
suppose you
pro
can't win
golfer
them
we're
all.
talking about. He can do some pretty amazing things. What? What kind of explanation? Okay. 3, 5, 7, and 11. Those are the only distances he can putt. Hit farther than the distance remaining to the hole, it'll roll over. Well, I got 17 hint coins. The correct solution doesn't involve the golfer overshooting the hole. Oh, damn it! I wish I knew that beforehand. That's what I was counting on. Without overshooting the hole? Well, it's not... you would assume, okay, so he hits it 4 times. But no, that's actually wrong because the last answer I put was 4. And it was for a really stupid other... Okay. Alright, none of these work. So it's gonna be something out of the box. Some out of the box thinking. So... somehow hitting 3, 5, 7, or 11 without going in a straight line. I mean, I guess the fewest you could do, if the angle he hits it doesn't matter, then he just needs to hit it as far as he can, and the 2 feet doesn't, okay. It's 2. It's 2, but 1 foot to the side, if that makes sense. Whoa, what am I doing? Jesus. So, if it makes sense,
solved.
like a 1 foot angle, it's hard to describe.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. With a little angle. 1 foot each, yeah. If our friend the pro golfer puts putts, 2 diagonal shots are shown above, he can sink the ball in 2 shots. No one ever said the golfer had to putt directly toward the hole, did they? Sure, in order to sink the putt using the method shown above, he'd need to calculate the angle of each shot perfectly. But that's probably why he's a pro. That's the ticket. Very nice. You got a good head on those shoulders, sonny. But I guess you'd need one to pull off that hat. Thanks for this crappy puzzle. It was crappy. Look at all these booths! Now this is what I call a festival. Oh, I just love all the hustle bustle. It's so wonderful. Shall we walk around and take in more of the sights then? Definitely.
The Professor, Luke, and Floor decide to check out the plaza in front of the town hall.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Who's this maestro-looking guy? Jacques? Parting with one so dear to your heart is even more painful than the tightest twig. When she was a child, I used to read to her until she fell asleep. She looked just like an angel. Oh, nothing hurts so much as separation's knife. Gee, I don't know about that. I guess I've never really given it much thought. Oh, fret not. I wasn't expecting one as young as yourself to fully understand a pain such as mine. Don't mind me. I'll just excuse myself now. The way he was carrying on, you'd think he just got dumped. But he seemed sad in a different way, didn't he? Best not to pry too deeply into the private affairs of others, Luke. It's not becoming of a gentleman. You're right, Professor. Hey, fell. Oh my god, is that a unibrow? Or is that horn rim? I don't know. Pleasure to meet you. My name's Albert, and I'm just nuts about our beautiful village. I heard you've been running around Dropstone asking questions, but you haven't talked to me yet. If you solve this puzzle, the king of Dropstone trivia, yours truly, will answer a question for you. Alright, wise guy. 53 Boys Club. Below is a wheel of a male and female portrait. Select a portrait, and counting that portrait as 1, move 6 portraits either clockwise or counterclockwise, then cross out the last of these 6 portraits. Repeat this pattern starting from the next available portrait, and moving in the same direction. If you start at just the right portrait, you can remove all the women in the wheel, leaving only the 6 portraits of men behind. Circle this portrait. Remember, you can move clockwise or counterclockwise. Now, what do you... let's see. And you want to move 6? Okay, I see. Okay. Starting from the next available portrait, moving in the same direction. Okay, hold on, let's see. No, I had to look this up. It didn't make sense to me. I kind of understood what they were trying to get at, but when they say, repeat this pattern... oh, sorry. Then cross out the last of these 6 portraits, repeat this pattern. That's the part I don't understand. So you're supposed to go 6 again in the next one? I don't know, the math didn't add up for the answer, so... That was a bit of a pain.
Consider this puzzle solved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Expertly solved. Ooh, it gave me chills, it really did. Ask away if you've got any questions about the village or its history. I'm your man. Would you happen to know anything about a supposedly cursed antique called the Elysian Box? It's hard to believe, but you've gone beyond my area of expertise. I've never heard of the thing. What I can tell you is that people in this town jump at the very mention of curses. From what I gather, it seems they have some connection to the village in the days of its founding. Unfortunately, that's all the info I can really give you on that subject. Sorry to let you down. Well, it's been over 20 minutes, so this is where I'm going to end the video. So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!